Hello, everybody, and happy Sunday. I'm here, Leanne Allegretto here, with your fire weather briefing for today, going over the week and what we can expect starting today and ending with later in the week. So for today, we have a red flag warning that remains in effect for southwest Montana zones, fire weather zones 110, 111, which is the Beaverhead Deer Lodge area. What we're expecting in these areas today are isolated thunderstorms, combined with low RHs and obviously very warm max temperatures and gusty winds as well. So all of that combined will keep the red flag warning going through later this evening for those areas. Everywhere else, however, the front has passed. It's done its business. Winds will be breezy this afternoon, but to counteract that, we are expecting humidities to be rising and temps to be slightly cooler today and going forward in the next couple of days as well. But in addition to that, we're also expecting overnight recoveries to be better. So improving conditions just about everywhere else in the region, except for the lingering effects of the front down in 110 and 111. So that's why the red flag remains in effect for those two areas, while everywhere else is free of any type of fire weather related headline. Here's the wind forecast for today. Like I said, a lot of places across the region will have breezy winds, and these are sustained estimates for today, this afternoon. But with winds combined with the low RH still and the high temps, places down in the Beaverhead Deer Lodge could see some issues lingering today, especially if they get some isolated thunderstorms as well. That'll just exacerbate things if we have new lightning starts. So this is the plan for the day. What we're expecting anyway, and breezy mostly everywhere except for the north central Idaho zones. So after the front finally leaves the area, we do get some relief Monday and Tuesday. Here are the expected high temperatures for both Monday on the left and Tuesday on the right. Overall, about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than what we've seen in the past several days, which is a huge improvement for many. I know that there are still some values here that are in the 90s in north central Idaho valleys, but overall it has improved quite a bit with the passage of our dry cold front over the weekend. So humidity as well will also be rising, so not quite as dry, even though we haven't seen any moisture, but overall improved conditions Monday and Tuesday. Now, is there any rainfall in sight? I mean, anywhere? Not really, but there is some hope. This is a graphic showing the forecast for moisture on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. If you look at southwest Montana, you'll see that there's some scattered, mostly dry thunderstorms hinted at in the areas of green and dark blue. Those will start in the afternoon. At this time, it's going to be mostly dry, so not too much moisture will fall from these storms, at least on Wednesday and Thursday. The winds will still be erratic. Otherwise, everywhere else that doesn't see any thunderstorms will just see terrain-driven winds, because we will be in an area of high pressure during this time. This is just very weak moisture and instability moving through the flow. So Wednesday and Thursday, we'll see the threat for lightning and maybe some erratic winds, but Thursday and Friday is a much better situation. In fact, we have a trough coming through. You see much more coverage of the storms here indicated by greens and blues. There is a greater increase in moisture in the atmosphere as well. So there's a much more likely scenario that rain will actually reach the ground if it falls out of the sky from these storms. But lightning-caused starts are still an issue, of course, since everything's so dry. Even with the moisture that falls, it's still a concern. And on the flip side, humidities will be on the rise due to the amount of moisture that's increasing in the flow. So Thursday and Friday, the storms that form on those days, much better scenario than Wednesday into Thursday, where the storms do look a little bit drier. And of course, we'll be watching this as the days go on, so we'll monitor and see if anything changes between this time frame. But those are our two best chances, Wednesday through Friday, for rain in any form. With that, the fire weather threat matrix looks like this. I've labeled mostly everywhere green for most of the week, except for west central Montana, southwest Montana, and then into north central Idaho Thursday and Friday. For the threat for lightning-caused starts combined with dry humidity levels, winds won't be too much of an issue unless they become outflow-driven winds from storms. But again, we'll have to monitor what the true threat of thunderstorms are and how much lightning and that sort of thing as we go forward. So that's all stuff we can talk about on Tuesday in our next briefing, which is Tuesday, July 14th. In the meantime, give us a call, of course. We're always here. And until then, have a good week.